Hey guys, this is Ray with Benchmark, and today we're going to be talking about the GeoMeasure GM52, which is a manual total station. So let's jump into it. In today's video, we're going to talk about what a manual total station is, the difference between manual and robotic total stations, this specific manual total station and its bells and whistles, and then we're going to talk about who this total station is for and why it's better than some other options out there. We need to first understand the difference between a manual total station and a robotic total station. Simply put, a manual total station, you have to manually point. A robotic total station does that for you. But there's a lot of applications where a manual total station is actually better to use. So I was just talking to a customer that does pipe fitting, and he just wanted to set up on an unknown point, shoot some shots, orientate himself, and move on. With a robotic total station in robotics mode, that's not easily done because you have to go to the physical locations that you're shooting. The manual total station, as we'll see in a little bit, you can just orientate it towards what you want the shot to be and then take the shot and move on. So with that, let's break this out of the box and talk about why you should get the GM52 specifically. So this is the GeoMeasure GM52. And if we take it out of the box here, we'll see that it is a very straightforward manual total station. So a few things to point out. We have an ocular lens right in the front here. And essentially what you're gonna do is you're just gonna point it at whatever you're taking your shot at, whether that's a prism or a reflectorless object. And then you just say capture shot. As I was saying, all you do is you look through your glass, you find what you want to take your shot at, and you click enter, and your shot has been taken. Now, you could also be doing this on a data collector. That's really quite helpful if you're trying to line up line work. I would recommend using Field Genius. It's the software that we always recommend. I haven't used other softwares before, but this also works with Top Gun Magnet as well as Carlson. So, a few unique things about this manual total station. First is its range. So, it has a prism range of about 4,000 meters and a reflectorless range of about 500 meters. So that's phenomenal for this kind of total station. It also has, it's a 2-second total station, so a great amount of accuracy if you're doing line work, or you're doing stakeouts, or you're doing layout, whatever kind of work you're doing, it's gonna be very accurate. So if you're a guy that's looking for a really easy to use device, this is the easiest device to use that we sell. I would recommend it for anyone who is doing it very sparingly, maybe once or twice a month. And now we should probably talk about who this is the best fit for and why it's better than other manual total stations. So when we're talking about manual total stations, there's not a whole lot of difference between one model to another. Two things you want to pay attention to is its accuracy, or what second total station it is, and then you're going to want to pay attention to the price point. This ranges dramatically, and unfortunately it usually just ranges based on brand name. So if you're looking for something that's going to work really well every time, it's going to save you a ton of cash, GeoMeasure products are almost always the best price on the market. So I would really recommend this if you're price conscious or you're looking to just get a good deal for a good piece of tech. So who's this good for? Well, it's great for doing pipe layout, or he's working in confined spaces. You want to shoot reflectorless shots without a person on the other end of the prism, or you don't want to walk over to where your prism is if you're using a robotic, for example. It's also great for the guy that is only using it a couple of times a month and can't really justify getting into RTK, which may cost several times more than this. And then finally, if you're doing layout and you need that high angular accuracy, this is a great fit at a fraction of the cost of the other options. So last but not least, with the package, you also get a spare battery, a battery charger, 5-pin cable, and usually you're gonna get this with a data collector as well as a tripod. To talk about which one would be best for you in regards to which data collector and which tripod, give me a call. I'm Ray with Benchmark, and I'll talk to you soon.